The central bank is not doing enough. The Central Bank of Nigeria is allowing too much of our funds to get dissipated in deals that ought not to be. The central bank, again, is not doing enough to detect which multinationals are misinvoicing, are mispricing, are using transfer pricing techniques to get away with accountability. The Central Bank of Nigeria is not showing institutional capacity in dealing even with the bread and butter issue of common corruption, bribery and corruption, and transfer of the proceeds of bribe away from the country. It used to be worse under the military era, where we know it was a command structure, with Abacha being able to escape with about 5 billion to 15 billion, with his son agreeing that they carried it in bags and trucks. How did all that happen without the Central Bank of Nigeria? Up till now, the Central Bank of Nigeria is not doing enough. But it's not just the Central Bank of Nigeria, it's the other central banks as well. The Central Bank of the UAE is what we call in law participate crimini, a part of the criminal effort in allowing the UAE to be a magnet for illicit funds. The Central Bank of the UAE somehow does not notice that Nigeria's gold, mined artisanally, is entering into the UAE. The gold from conflict areas in Africa and other places enters the UAE and no questions asked. The only thing they want to know is that you declared it in when you were bringing it in, if you come in by planes, which is how they simply carry these things in suitcases. Daily, from Nigeria, from other parts of the gold producing area, as soon as it lands, your only obligation is to say, I've landed with this amount, and you bring it in. They still smuggle in, but the UAE is not going to ask, where did you get it from in Nigeria? Where is your export license? How many have you brought it? So we will never trace how much we have. That's why people are suddenly finding that we even have a gold industry. The UK is a bit better because it's an older market, but there's this cutthroat competition going on in precious metals that the UAE is trying to break in, and has indeed broken into. No questions asked, our gold disappears there. But I think that if these central banks, UK, Bank of England, Nigeria, Central Bank, UAE, if they could come together and be serious about their professed interest to prevent IFF, IFF will be reduced.